Hi and welcome back. I'm Caroline Best of the Tao of Horsemanship and Everything Horses and More blog. This is a continuation of Buddy Sour horses, specifically mares and geldings, I think part 4 today. And we are going to grab Callan first. He's part of the trio that is not getting along, the 3 of them. They get along individually very, very well. And Callan and the mare, Leeta, when she's in heat, he will have a tendency to mount her and get a bit aggressive around the other horses. And then Zor, my large Frisian sport horse that's in this video, does not have the same behavior, but he does. He doesn't try to mount Leeta. He's not affected by her coming into heat at all, but they are such good friends, Leeta and Zor. And they spend a lot of time together and they're stalled together. So he's very possessive of Leeta. And then I want to be able to turn them all out together. That's the whole purpose of this video series with Buddy Sour horses. It's not your typical Buddy Sour, but it's part of being Buddy Sour. And we are specifically addressing, again, how I get this all the time from students all over the world. How do you introduce mares and geldings? Why are mares and geldings not kept together? My gelding acts like a stallion. He has stallion-like behavior. My mare gets marish around geldings. So this is how you're going to help to change that behavior. So much of what our domesticated horses do and act is learned, you guys. And that's the biggest point I want to make with so many of my videos. It's a learned behavior. So in the wild, if you've studied wild horses, you don't see these displaced behaviors and oddities. Everybody's pretty normalized, for the lack of a better word, meaning they just all know how to get along and participate and communicate. You don't see aggressive behavior. Now with stallions, you always will, because that's the testosterone, and that's just what stallions do. That's why there's only one stallion to one band or herd of mares in the wild. I mean, it's very normal. You can socialize stallions too, but you've got to start out small when they're small and very, very young, and they need to be, everything isn't that black and white. You need to be monitoring them when they're young, because the testosterone level changes and some just can become way too aggressive. And they can't be out with geldings or stallions. So the point I'm making, kind of wrapping this up before we even begin, is this is a very specialized segment on Buddy Sour. It's not your typical Buddy Sour. We will be venturing into that, which is going to be the same principles, the same groundwork and the same principles as how I'm dealing with Callan and Leeta and Zor, is how I would handle any horses that don't get along or are Buddy Sour. And it's all about the mindset. You're changing behaviors, you're changing the way they are learning to socialize and interact with each other. In regards to Buddy Sour, you're learning how to take the place of that horse's, how do I want to put it? You become their best friend. Your relationship becomes stronger than their desire to be with that other horse. Plus you're building their trust and confidence in you. A lot of our Buddy Sour horses are just very insecure and anxious, you guys. And they cling to the energy or the horse most like them. Always. The energy most like them. So it really is about developing that Buddy Sour anxious horse, developing them, and then developing your relationship. It has nothing to do with so many of the traditional standard training out there. We have so many videos. Well, just take them a little bit further away from the other horse and bring them back. A little bit further away or bring them back. Or move their feet, or put a lot of pressure on them and give them release. It's not like that. And that stuff doesn't last. It's temporary fix. And it's also part of being dominant in dominance force training. It doesn't work in the long run. So remember, we're here to change behaviors, we're here to change mindsets, we're also here to develop relationships. And all 3 of the horses that I'm currently going to be working with have spent years with me. So they know the work, they know the method, we have a relationship. Even though I'm not his owner and I'm not Leeta's owner, I'm like a second mother to them. So all these things are really important to talk about and consider. This could almost become one of my debunking Mythbuster series, where I talk about, or I bring up all the different types of trainers out there, even on YouTube especially, and the stuff just doesn't work. It's a quick fix, you guys. It's just a quick fix. I'm the one that gets the emails or the people wanting to send their horses to me or come to me to rebuild their confidence because they've had horrible accidents. They've been following X, Y, and Z for years. They've tried another natural horsemanship approach or whomever, and it just doesn't work. It's not going to work long term. You need to get to the cause of it. You need to understand the deep psychology of all of this. Good boy. That's excellent, Bubba. So I have his mind. When I stop, he stops. He may not be completely glued on me. He's kind of got a white eye. Yes, come on. A little, yep. A little worried, a little like anticipation in his eye. So read all of that, because that's telling you where his mind is or isn't. Come on, Bubba. Nice and relaxed body, relaxed headset. And good boy. His eye is a lot softer now. He's kind of like, what are we doing? Hi, buddies. All right, we've got Zor's halter. So I'm going to go ahead and get him all set here. Hi, baby. And I'm just going to loosely tie Callan next to Zor. Ah, there's Leeta, nickering to Callan. Hi, honey. Hi, Bibbit. Hang tight, Biggie. And they're friends. Zor and Callan share a pasture together. They groom each other. But when Leeta's around, it changes the dynamic. And we need to be able to put these guys out together. There's some horses you can't change, you guys. Zor is so jealous of my little Arabian legend. Just yesterday, when I got back from my trip to Europe, my work in Europe, and I brought all my horses out to be with me in the training area, and we put it on live Facebook. And we didn't film him, but he went after my little Arab. I was on top of it and yelled, and he stopped. But he could kill my little Arab. Outrun him, my Arab's crippled. And yes, it is because of jealousy, you guys. So those are, I can never put Zor with him, ever. So Leeta nickered to Callan. Callan did not nicker to Leeta, so I'm already going to, based upon that information, Leeta's going to be the problem horse. But it may not be that big of a deal. She's got her legs wrapped. She's like, ah. So, come on, give me your attention. Yep, focus on me. Come on. Yep, your job is to keep your eye on me. That's called respect and discipline. So we're gonna set that right now. Good looking shoe. Hi guys, I love Bug. Callan, you better think about something else right now. And Zor, you're stepping on his, come on Bubba, stepping on his rope, buddy. Good boy. So I'm gonna put these two side by side because this is training right now. And I need to be able to manage these guys, see where they are. Come on, back it up. Good boy. All right, you're next. Yeah, bigness. Come on, let's get you out here too. Good boy. Oh my gosh, Zor. You're such a big one. All right, Bubba. So let's put you over here. So I'm actually going to put Zor next to Callan. And you best watch yourself. And Zor is going to be the best, the most well-trained right now with me. Can't say he's going to be that great with these two. You better think about me. Yep, rules still apply. When you're in my presence. Yep, you got to think about me. Come on. Come on, Callan. Good boy. Yep, everybody together. Nobody slacking off here. So I'm setting the whole tone, right? Let's go. You're in class right now. There's no messing around with each other. It's just like school. Nope, nope, I didn't invite you. So every opportunity you have to repeat this, what I'm doing, your consistency is going to help shape them, you guys. That's what's important. And my handlers know how to handle these guys the same way. My staff, come on. Yep, it's very important. Consistency, everybody's handled the same way. Come on, yep. And those are P's and Q's. Now again, this is a, hi sweetheart, you can do that. You're good. These guys know this work. Remember, when you're first starting horses, you're gonna need to work with one at a time. So they really understand what you want. That you know, they have a level of knowledge and education. Her fungus on her face, that's all. Yeah, Dutch feels better. And then it'll be easier to work with. Then you'll train the second horse, so that horse knows how to be led and sent through gates, just like these guys, and then you can work with them together. So what I'm saying is I don't advise that you do this with 2 or 3 horses when they don't have an education with the training. They have to know what you want first. Makes it easier and safer. All right, Sweet Pea. Well, Zor, you gonna make me a liar? Come on. Yep. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. Yep, back it up. Thank you. I'm very particular, you guys. I'm strict. I'm loving and I'm strict. I'm also fair. They get plenty of education before I start coming down strong on them. These horses have a lot of training with me. They get a 3-second rule. And I said this in the previous footage, part 3. 3 seconds. If I have a new horse, they get 3 opportunities to learn. Or I add whatever I need to add to help them. So in my method, they go in one at a time. They stand, just like they did when they entered the gate. Come on, pay attention. And they wait. That's what they're taught. They're not allowed to walk off. Come on, hurry up. Now, of course, Callan doesn't quite trust Zora. We went through that in the last video. Come on, nope. But as long as I know Zora's behaving, Callan's gonna have to work on trusting me in my decision. Come on, Sweet Pea. Come on, let's go. Good girl, good girl. What I'm going to do today, and also I wanted to mention, we've been gone for 2 weeks, Jeaneen and I. We have not worked with these guys since the part 3. So it'll be whatever it's going to be, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty good. And the reason why is because, again, these horses have a solid level of education with me. He has the longest, of course, because he's mine. 2 years each, easily with these guys. So all I had to do was step back in and clean some things up, tweak it with them. If your horse is new to my method and you're new to the method, like I said, you're going to pick one horse out of the 2 problem horses to work with first and get them really good at connecting and having a relationship with you and listening to you and working with you. Then you'll take the second horse and work on them. Then you can work with them both. And it may take months. All right, so what you're seeing is a really quick process. After today, we are going to turn the 3 of them out here loose. So Jeaneen, if you want to close the gate to the big field, that'll be great. We're going to turn them loose after this because that's going to be one of the final tests. Before I turn them out together, especially at night when I'm not here and I can't see, I'm going to test it in an environment where I can keep an eye on it. So we'll do our work and then we'll set them free, right? So when they're free, that's the easiest way to tell. Oh, I love you too. You're such a big love. You're all loves, but you're really a big love. Big oaf and a big love. All right, babies. So you guys stay with me. You're nice and connected. Then I'm going to ask all three of them to come to the center because that's how I begin my round pen. And join me and get some love. And then we will go back out together. So that way I can see if Zora's going to want to chase Callan or be crappy towards him. I can see where they hop them up on adrenaline, get them a little excited, see how they handle it. Zora's pretty fast, you guys. These big horses. Zora is really fast, actually. He is extremely agile. So Zora can't outrun the thoroughbreds or Sundance, my quarter horse mare, but he could outrun these guys. He doesn't have a long duration. You know, the big horses don't have a long duration. They tire quickly due to their size. Thank you, Jeaneen. Come on, babes. Good boys and girls, come. Good girl, Leeta. Callan, come on. Good boy. You too. Here. Thank you. Zora? Good. Thank you. Yeah, Callan's the most respectful. Come on, Leeta. Good. Zora? Out. Leeta, come. You know better. You either come or you go. You too. You come or you go. That's how I'm handling that. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Good. Come on. Out. So when she tosses her head like that, that's attitude, you guys. That's a direct refusal. It's not fear or a lack of confidence. Anytime a horse tosses their head or kicks at you, now kicking's different. Tosses their head, it's 100% F you, I don't want to come. Kicking's not always a big F you. If Zora kicks out towards me, he could be frustrated. He might not have liked how I talked to him, because Zora will kick. He doesn't toss his head much. Come on. Come on. Come on, Leeta, figure it out. Zora. Come on, you two. Yep. So yeah, every little bit of behavior that I don't like, and I'm real black and white about that, they're gonna get called on it, okay, guys? I think that's the hardest thing, being your average horse owner. You're not a trainer. You're like, what do you mean behavior? What did they do wrong? Well, you got to be really particular because they can do a lot. And like any child, it can escalate because we're treating them like children right now. Look at that. Good boy. If you come, you stay. Come on. Zora, out. Yep, that's a big F you right there. Out. Now, I'll invite Zora back in. Good boy, Callan. Come on. Zora, come. Come. Come on. Good. I like that. Much more respectful. Good boy. Come. Come. Yep. Good girl. And then, of course, Leeta comes trotting now. But it was on Leeta's terms, not mine. So she was already coming in. I wasn't calling her. I was calling Zora. But I'll take it. Ah, I told you this horse is agile. Watch it. Callan, come back. Come on, baby. Callan. Callan, come here. Come on. Come on. Come on, babe. Come here. Zora's not going to get you. Come on. Come on, it's okay. Come on. You didn't do anything wrong. Yep, come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Good boy. Yeah, you did nothing wrong. You're good. Relax. You relax. Okay, I told you Leeta's always going to be the challenging one. That's just her nature, you guys. You've got to understand your horses because you can't treat them all the same. I can expect the same, right? Like I would like more respect, which means more responsiveness from you guys, but I don't want to lose a level of relaxation. You can have that as a baseline of what's acceptable to you or not, but each one's going to respond differently. And you have to take that into consideration. I can't expect her to be exactly like Callan right now or Zor, because they're very different personalities. And the more dominant your horses are, the more challenging they're going to be. They're smarter. They're going to try and outsmart you. They can challenge you sometimes. Zor certainly has in the past. That's why Zor had to learn how to really respect this whip. Because when he would lunge at me, it only happened once, he got the tip of this whip right on his lip. Stopped him dead in his tracks. His ears went forward, and then I moved him out. And I moved him around for a while. I pretty much dominated him for a little bit, because I'm like, you can never learn that you can threaten a human like that, or you're going to get put down. Who wants to deal with that at 2,000 pounds? His horse was really out of control. Spoiled, rotten, plus he had big fear issues. Come on. Good. That's much better. Much better. Thank you. And good expression, good ears. Good girl. So, my practice in here today is to be able to move all three of them together in the same direction, same speed. So I'm going to ask for a trot, and I'm going to ask whichever direction I choose, and to come in when I call them. See, they don't own this territory. I do. Got two dominant horses here. I own this territory. I love you too. So I'm teaching them that as long as I'm around, you better behave, or I'm going to push you around like a lead horse. That's good. And there's always a balance of love in leadership. Always. Because I want my horses to want to do this. Sometimes you got to make it happen a little bit, but I still want them to want to be with me. All right, babies, let's go to the left. Good, Zor. Good, Leeta. Good. Good. Follow order, Callan. Come on. We're all going to trot. So always follow the horse in the back and push him into the others. So if he's got a canter, he's gaited. Callan, if he's got to gait or canter, he can trot too to catch up. And then I'd all like a trot. I like that Zor's inside circle is close to me. Good, Leeta. Excellent. Let's see if I can bring him in. Good. Good, good. Leeta, that was amazing. But not with Callan. Thank you. You perfect, 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 perfect. Beautiful, thank you. We're going to do this 3 times, because 3 is always the magic number when you're learning something. It's recorded scientific proof, scientific research that any animal, from mice to squids, species, how about that, to humans, if they do something at least 3 times, it's called a pattern recognition in their brain. Their brain recognizes it as a new pattern, a new comfort. They're going to do it again. So if we don't do it correctly and we do it incorrectly 3 times, then they're going to think, well, that's the way we do it. No. So make sure that you end not just on one good note, but 3 times. When we have a really challenging situation, we'll look for the best place to stop for that day. That's different. But when it's not challenging and I really want to ingrain it and make it a new habit for them, a new memory, it's got to be 3 times. So that's what we're looking at. Consistency and repetition. That's why I offer a curriculum to study, so you have every step by step. Because without consistency for any of us, what are we going to learn? It's got to be this way all the time so that it becomes ingrained, and then they know it and you don't have to keep teaching it or reinforcing it. That's the name of the game. Once your horses have a foundation, you don't have to reinforce it. Each one of these horses has a fabulous foundation by themselves or together. But right now we have a unique situation. Callan's back here with us again recently. Zor's been on top. We have mares now. So it's a whole new situation. But the other thing I want to bust on that's out there with so many trainers is how you have to keep reinforcing things forever. No, you don't. A foundation is a foundation. They never forget. But it takes consistency, correct training, and repetition to create a foundation. And it takes years. So do the work that's required so you don't have to keep doing the work. Take the time it takes now so it takes less time. I'm going to now send them to the right. At a walk. Good. At a walk. 1, 2. Good, Callan. 3, 4. Good, good. Good boy. Do you see how he pushed Leeta off with his tail? Good job, Callan. Good, Leeta. Good, Zor. Now let's trot. Come. Good. Yeah, let's go. So we want to hype them up a little bit, get their adrenaline going. Come on. That's when Zor really shows. Look at Callan with his tail trying to get Leeta off of him. He's like, don't get me in trouble. Come on. Callan. I like that Callan's being a lot more passive. Zor, you better watch yourself. Go on. Come on. Yep, you stay in the middle with Mom. And don't you go after Leeta or Callan. Take your energy away and call your horses in. Good. 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 Excellent. Come, baby. Come on. Callan's like, why do I have to do this? I'm such a good boy. Well, Callan, I heard you were chasing Jupe while I was gone. Come here. Good girl. Come on. Come on. You can be a little schmuck too. Mm-hmm. Thank you. So, why aren't I worried about getting kicked or anything? Because we have such an excellent relationship, you guys. I know these horses. If it was Sundance's butt right here, I wouldn't be right here. I'd be a little bit more leery and aware. But none of these guys kick. So you have to know your horses. You're okay. Something's got you, huh? You're a little bit bug-eyed today. You're good. Come here. You're good. I don't even think he's licked and chewed, has he? Yeah. Good boy, Zor. No licking and chewing. Come here. Relax. Relax. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. Nobody's in trouble. Nobody's in trouble. Everybody's doing great. What progress since the first video. Yeah, come here, let's get you over with Leeta. Good boy. Yeah, good. There you go, there you go. If you can touch Leeta, Leeta can touch Callan, Callan can touch Leeta. Yeah, everybody can touch each other. Let's see how it goes here. Everybody can share in the love. How about that? Watch it. I don't like that look in your eye or the ear. Be nice. Think nice thoughts, Zor. Think nice thoughts, buddy. Also, how about this? The more time you can spend with them like this, that's probably the best thing you could do. But you have to have these rules instilled with them. They have to understand how to back up, how to move away, how to come, how to stay. All these commands and rules is very important, or you have no control, you guys. No control over this. But yes, being able to spend time with them to show them how they can be together is called socializing. And Callan came to me when his previous owner in Pennsylvania, when I was in Pennsylvania 10 years ago, Callan came to me to be started as a 4-year-old freshly cut stallion. He was amazing. He's in one of my videos from 10 years ago. Very sweet. He was socialized with my horses who he knows. But then for 5 years he sat, and I think he only sat with one other horse. So he learned a couple of anxious behaviors, especially with feeding. So the point I'm making is he had some healthy socialization with my horses, with mares and geldings. And he was very respectful. He wasn't dominant. He didn't try. But when he came back 5 years later, a few years ago, he showed some, this is good, this is beautiful, some anxiety. So let Zor be the teacher. This is great. And a little stallion-like behavior that I'd never seen before. And then Leeta had spent most of her life in a stall, 23 hours a day, no socializing. So that she's, and she's a mare, and she's a dominant mare. So that's what makes it tough. Makes it tough, you guys. Oh, the babies are so good. I'm happy with this. We're gonna see how they do when we turn them loose. I'm happy. I could have done 3 times. I'm happy. Come on, bibs. Let's see how they do out here. Now, there's really nothing to eat out here. So how you could keep working with this environment is handle them together. When you go to work with them or put them together, you handle them first together. See where they are. And if anybody's fix it. Then put them together. So we could put 3 piles of hay out here. That would be the biggest test. Just like, well, the grass, they can go out there and move. With hay, they'd have 3 specific piles. But that's how I would set it up next, after today, is haying them together in a more structured environment that is easy to push some buttons, because horses are territorial over each other and over grass. Oh yeah, very territorial, very possessive. They're so relationship oriented. They share the same, I don't know what you want to call it, characteristics, traits, qualities, interests when it comes to relationships. That's why Zor goes after Legend. He'd love to be in Legend's position. But Legend's in charge of one herd and you're in charge of another. Don't you guys want to leave? Come on, boobas. Come on. Come on. See, Zor won't let Callan. He just pushed Callan out. Come on. As long as Callan listens to you, that's fine. But I don't want you pushing it. I don't want you running him down. He listens to you. Now come on. Oh, Mama comes first. Come on, Leeta. Come on, bibs. Yes, come. I mean, this guy, look at this. Zor's amazing. When we bring him in the morning, you can have 10 horses at that gate and they want to come in for their breakfast, and Zor will stand behind anybody that's handling the gate, not just me, and help them with the horses. He's chewing on Leeta's halter. Stop. Come on, booba. Thank you. But this is called asking for permission. I'm the gatekeeper. Come on. All right, I'll get it. Come on. What you got? What? Do come. Come on. Come on, boobas. Oh, does that feel good? Leeta doesn't even care. Leeta, what are you eating? Nuts? Acorns? That's a good sign. They obviously enjoyed their time in there. I feel it. He's got a new piece of fungus. Oh, that feels good. Okay, come on, honey. Come on, Leeta. Come on. And we have Sabroso and Jojo out here. Come on, why they're here, there's nothing to eat. Come on. Leeta, come. Come. Yep, come on. Good girl, come on. Come on, no more. That's nasty. That's why you're on sand clear. You have eaten all those acorns in the sand, not good. Look at you, you love your girl. Come on, let's see if we can get some trouble going. So what would happen if something happened is I would interrupt it, you guys. The best I could. I'd go after the horse that was causing the trouble, or I would try to break it up. And that's why, come on, baby. That's why they respect the whip. They don't fear it, but they take it seriously. Come on. Leeta, come. 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 Go on. Go on. Good girl. Good girl. Go on. Good girl. Go on. Figure it out. Good girl. Well, go on. That's not the easiest way, but good. What do you want? Come on. So, of course, Zor's possessive of me too, guys. So, and Callan remembers me from a long time ago, and you're just jealous and possessive. Oh, I know. I know. So, it's like parenting. You got to create a even playing field here where you might have to humble the more dominant one, boost the other one's confidence. Working them together is excellent, and then riding and ponying one of them is excellent. But Jeaneen, we did a photo shoot before we left, and you were riding Callan and ponying Leeta, and it was beautiful. I mean, Leeta was like, she was in heat too. She looked miserable because she couldn't flirt with him, but she was perfectly respectful. This is good. See what I just created, you guys? Because we groom each other so much. This is socializing. If they can maintain their friendship around the mare, it's working. It's working. And if they hated each other and they could do this, it's working. Oh, Callan's not quite sure. Get him, Callan. Get him. Get him. There you go. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. Zor is #1 for grooming. He loves to groom. It's amazing to watch them with each other because, you know, Zor can groom 3 different horses, you know, one after the other, and he knows, they tell him, like, he knows how hard to groom that one or how gentle to be. It's really sweet. Callan's still not sure. So this is progress. Doesn't mean Zor might not do something stupid when we leave. Let me get her out. But we're gonna leave them in here just for like an hour. There's nothing to eat in here, you guys. And I don't want them eating down. This is our Weight Watchers. Come, Bibs, come here. Our Weight Watchers field for the overweight horses. It used to be Zor's. Come, baby, come on, I want you out of here, come on. So that was a cute little nibble. Do you see him give Callan a little nib on the butt? That was sweet. Go on. Good girl. Go on, chop. Good girl. So good. So she's running towards Callan. Let's see what Zor does. I did that on purpose. Good. He'd rather be with us for now. That's good. All progress. But, you know, we're not done, right? I'm telling you guys how to set it up. We're done filming this short series. And your job now is to spend a lot more time with them. A little bit of training, develop that mindset, that behavior, but spend a lot more time being with them and socializing, helping them socialize, helping them enjoy each other. I'll do him. I'll fungal him when we get him back over to the barn. And then test him out in a small area together with food so that you don't have to wait till you have a big pasture and then find them chasing each other down. Believe me, I've been through all of this. All right, thank you. As he bumps the camera. Lady, thank you. May you always be one with your horse, and I look forward to, he's giving you his butt. Look at that. Oh, film it. That's so cute. Look at that. Wait, come here. Come here. And I look forward to your comments. Give me hiney. What do you want me to rub? He was backing into for you to rub. What you want? Oh, mama. I know. I'll get you. I'll get your whole back.